The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Richardson looking to throw. Into the hands of Hendershot. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. And partner, sayonara to Randy Moss's 0-7 record. That is the 24th receiving touchdown this year for him. He's the new king.
Well, always remember,
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Dexter Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Richardson looking to throw this. A quick throw there is incomplete. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. Showed some strong running, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Tackle there by Rashard Lawrence.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A play fake, and it's Darnold. He'll look down the field here for Kincaid. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Yeah, boy, some elusive maneuvering there, but they still get him down a couple yards short of the 1st. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Off of play action, Darnold. He'll get this into the hands of Adunze. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Here's Darnold. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Mike Williams from 13 yards out. And the Vikings go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. And that touchdown is going to put him in a class all by himself. His 6th receiving touchdown in this one. The most by one player in one game in the history. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Richardson working from the gun. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. After the interception, here's Darnold. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And this is caught. Jennings. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
First down, Minnesota.
Now Darnold. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the... This will wind up incomplete. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Saquon Barkley running right. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Richardson off the play fake. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Max Crosby, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Richardson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Mike Williams, 59 yards. And the Vikings get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Yet another trip to the end zone, and that last one, a bit of history. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football.
Back now in Jacksonville. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Pass caught by Pearsall.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
The Jaguars on third down. Can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now it's Richardson. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at second down.
The coverage by Jordan Whitehead.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Jaguars on third down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Smith and Jigba in motion right. Richardson out of the shotgun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Faking the give, Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Darnold. That is caught, and he's got room. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. And the Vikings first down.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And they'll send Williams in motion right. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings add on to their lead. And Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. Outright to Smith and Jigba. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That's complete to Pearsall. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 3rd down and 1.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line.
That's good for a Jaguars.
Again, it's Richardson. He targets Ingram for another grab. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Richardson to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Max Crosby picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. Patterson's kick is good. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP. Yeah,
it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season?
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Mike Williams, 73 yards. And the Vikings are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Richardson looking to throw. And complete to Smith-Njigba. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 3rd and 2. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Richardson looking to throw this. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Off of play action, Darnold. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there. And that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. And here we go on 4th. Darnold looking deep for Jennings. And he bats it away. In motion goes the tight end. Richardson completes it to Evan Ingram. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did...
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Darnold now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Start of the drive here, 4th quarter, and this defense looking for a stop. Now Richardson back to throw it. And this one complete to Smith. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now it's Richardson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
14 yards. That's good for Jaguars. 1st down.
Back to the air with Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Richardson to throw off play action. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And Darnold wants to throw the football. Looking deep for Jennings. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Faking the give, Darnold. And this is caught, Jennings. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Again, Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And that last throw is going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing for the year. And it is pretty rarefied air up there. You're looking at only a handful of guys who have ever topped that in one season. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Here's Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their... So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for Minnesota, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.